Hello, what's up, guys? Okay, start with why. Among my favorite books is Start with Why by Simon Sinek, who I've interviewed multiple times on my show. He often stresses the importance of being able to convey to others why you do what you do. If Sinek explains, you can articulate the belief that is driving you, your why. People will want what you are offering, or as he so often as he so often says, people don't buy what you do, they buy what you do it. They buy why you do it. So it follows that if you don't know why you do what you do, how will anyone else? There's a reason why the second of the magic question is, why must I use this? Do you recall the other two questions? For most children, their favorite word is why, which they're asking all the time. Do you know why it was important to memorize the periodic table or historic dates? If you don't, you probably don't remember them. You hear the words purpose and goals used frequently in business, but do we really know what they mean and how they are the same or different? A goal is the point one wishes to achieve. A purpose is the reason one aims at to achieve a goal. Whether your goal is to read a book a week, learn another language, get in shape, or just leave the office on time to see your family, these are all things that you need to achieve. But how do you do this? One of the popular ways is setting SMART goals. Yes, this is an acronym. S is for specific. Your goals should be well defined. Don't say you want to be rich, so you want to make a certain amount of money. M is for measurable. If you can measure your goal, you can manage it. Getting fit isn't measurable. Running a 6-minute mile is. A is for actionable. You wouldn't drive to a new town without asking for directions. Develop the action steps to achieve your goal. R is for realistic. If you're living in your parents' basement, it's hard to become a millionaire. Your goals should challenge and stretch you, but not so much that you give up on them. T is for time-based. The phrase "a goal is a dream with a deadline" comes to mind. Setting a time to complete your goal makes you that much more likely to reach it. The challenge for many people is that this process, while logical, is very heady. To get your goals out of your head and into your hands, make sure they fit with your emotions, with your heart. H is for healthy. How can you make sure your goals support your greater well-being? Your goals should contribute to your mental, physical, and emotional health. E is for enduring. Your goals should inspire and sustain you during the difficult times when you want to quit. A is for alluring. You shouldn't always have to push yourself to work on your goals. They should be so exciting, enticing, and engaging that you are pulled towards them. R is for relevant. Don't set a goal without knowing why you're setting it. Ideally, your goal should relate to a challenge you're having, your life's purpose, or your core values. T is for truth. Don't set a goal just because your neighbor is doing it or your parents expect it of you. Make sure your goal is something you want, something that remains true to you. If your goal isn't true to you, you're far more likely to procrastinate and sabotage yourself. On purpose and passion. Knowing your purpose in life helps you live with integrity. People who knows their purpose in life knows who they are, what they are, and why they are. And when you know yourself, it becomes easier to live a life that's true to your core values. Your life purpose consists of the central motivating aims of your life. The reasons you get up in the morning. Purpose can guide life decisions, influence behavior, shape goals, offer a sense of direction, and create meaning. For me, my life purpose is to create a world of better, brighter brains. The English language is rife with words that get used interchangeably as if they mean the same thing. Let's take the words nice and kind, for example. These two words are often used in the same way, but their roots reveal a different story. The origin of nice comes from the Latin word necessitious, which means ignorant. Kind, on the other hand, is of Germanic origin and is related to the word kin. The original sense of the word was nature, the natural order, an innate character, form, or condition. It morphed from the sense of feeling of relatives with one another, and becomes a word that means friendly, deliberately doing good to others. Passion and purpose are in the same camp. They're often confused with one another. Both concepts are discussed all over the internet, in motivational books, in TED Talks. It's easy to feel as if you must be lagging if you don't feel a burning passion or purpose in your life. In my experience, however, passion and purpose are not the same thing. Instead, one leads to the other. Finding your passion is not about choosing the right path or finding the perfect professional destiny. It's about experimenting to see what ignites your joy. Passion comes when we rediscover our authentic, alive self, the one who has been muted and buried beneath a pile of other people's expectations. There is not a single right path to be discovered or revealed. Instead, I believe that when we exchange a fixed mindset for a growth mindset, as we discussed in chapter 6 in the section on myths, we learn that interest can be developed through experience, investment, and struggle. Furthermore, different passions can be cultivated simultaneously. You don't have to choose one over the other when you're exploring. Finding your passion is like finding true love. In that you have to go out on many dates to get to the perfect match. Once you find that special person, it doesn't just magically work because it takes effort to build a relationship. Finding your passion is no different. It takes experimenting to see what clicks for you, and it takes effort. To sum it up, passion is what lights you up inside. My passion to learn was born out of such a struggle that it becomes a major part of my life's identity. Purpose, however, is about how you relate to other people. Purpose is what you're here to share with the world. It's how you use your passion when you get down to it. We all have the same purpose, to help other people through our passion. The greatest task we have in life is to share the knowledge and skills we accumulate. It doesn't have to be more complex than that. Your passion might be underwater basket weaving, but your purpose is to share underwater basket weaving with other people. My passion is learning, and my purpose is to teach other people to learn. This is so deeply ingrained that I don't have to force myself to do it. It comes naturally. I wake up ready, motivated, and excited to help people learn. Podcast guest Jonathan Fields, founder of the Good Life Project, believes that we will eventually have many passions over the course of our lives, because you will change. The medium through which you express your passions will change too. He believes that if you define yourself by one very specific passion and your life changes in a way that doesn't allow you to pursue that passion any longer, you might feel lost. The key is finding the underlying meaning in your passions to find a new way of channeling your expression. Tomorrow, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Okay. So that's it, guys. Bye.